is your favorite color? What was your most embarrassing stream moment? What was that activation that just was like, yo, what genre of video games is your favorite to play and why? You can change the entire story of one video game that you have played. What game would it be? So, tell people who you are, what you do, how you do it, and where you do it at.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. I'm illllkat. I am also a content creator. I stream on Twitch, and I mainly stream my DJ content and cooking and Lego builds. I also do game, but lately, as you know, I've been a content creator for 4 years. It's transitioned into more music. But I started off as a Fortnite gamer on Mixer, and we were actually both partners on Mixer. That's how we really know each other, is because of Mixer.
Yep.
And we were actually on the same team. Yep, we were on the same team.
All of that. So, being that we have went through ups and downs of content creation, what is your end game?
Man, my end game. I mean, I feel like I'm already at like the beginning stages of the end game. You know, like when I first started DJing on Mixer, I did it because of you. Because I was kind of in a rut, and I was like, well, what else can I do? Well, I do this. So she was like, well, why don't you just stream that? And I'm like, okay. And I built from there, and now coming from like just doing that at home to like doing big shows is what I wanted to do. I guess that's my passion.
Yeah.
And now it's like I'm getting to do conventions, events. I'm working with like big companies and little companies. Stuff that I would have never dreamed of happening for me is happening because of streaming.
Yeah. So yeah, content creation can take you down different paths. You can continue doing, the content side as far as what you started off as, or it could change into other forms of content that really makes your heart happy. So, with that being said, favorite game in the whole wide world, what is it?
Oh my god, it's Skyrim. Definitely Skyrim. I love the shit out of Skyrim. Second, and this was new, and I told my stream this the other day, It Takes Two is my second favorite game.
I haven't played it yet.
You need to play that game. That game is so fun. You know what?
I think I want to play it with Ghost on purpose, because I feel like that's the dynamic anyway.
You need to.
So I think I want to try that with him.
Yeah, that one took the spot definitely after I played that game. And then third would have to be probably Tetris.
Tetris?
Yeah, me and Tetris.
Okay.
Never want to verse me in that. But yeah, Skyrim is ultimately my favorite one.
All right. Okay, so you are getting jumped in an alley. Okay?
You know I'm from H-Town, right? You already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight back.
You gotta pick 3 characters to help you fight back.
Oh, all right.
Who you picking?
All right, hold on. It can be anybody.
Yeah,
right?
characters. Who you picking?
I'm gonna pick the main guy in Kung Fu Hustle. I'm gonna pick LL J, just because I want to see him fight. And my third, oh my god, Bruce Lee. I'll pick Bruce Lee.
It's funny because Fun just picked Bruce Lee too. I'm like, they like, yo, we ain't messing no game. Listen, y'all finna be laid out. You tried me. Now you gotta get laid out.
No, I'm not playing. Nope.
So when it comes to navigating the space of gaming, what do you feel has been one of the hardest things to navigate as someone coming into this space and not knowing too much about it?
In gaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just in content creation in general.
Man, I think the hardest part of it all is just keeping your community. Keeping people engaged with you. I think that's the hardest part, because we're all human. We have days where we have our low days, we have our high days, and yes, it's hard to keep viewers when you're at your low, unless they know you and they know your roller coaster ride. But I think that's the hardest part, is just keeping them engaged, keeping them coming back.
Right.
And also having to deal with your mental health as well. Because, just like Munch, I don't hide how I feel.
Yeah.
if I'm like sad that day, y'all are all gonna know I'm
Listen,
sad.
I'm gonna be a big sad girl hours.
And, but you know what's cool about the community though is that even though when you come in like that, they turn it around. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Like, they know how to make you laugh.
You know, it's big sad girl, but happy hours.
Yeah.
Then. And then it's happy mad because you mad that they made you cry.
And then you can all relate to like what's going on.
So, what do you feel has been one of your biggest accomplishments in your content creation career? Like, what was like your moment of like, oh my God, yo, this is it. I could do this for real, for real.
Oh man, I think all of it really happened when I moved to Twitch. Like I thought Mixer was like awesome, right? But that was just we just skimmed the top on that. Once I got to Twitch and I saw the DJ world on Twitch, girl, that's when everything took off because like I started meeting other DJs who I like even admired from far away. I never watched them stream before, but I knew who they were.
Yeah.
Come into my stream and say hi or be friends with me or follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like how you were mentioning in your panel that you had Missy Elliott come in. Well,
Yeah.
that was my feeling. My feeling of like having these DJs that I admire actually come into my channel, know who I am, like just to be seen by them.
Right.
And I don't think any of that would have happened on Mixer. It all happened on Twitch because Twitch is a different animal when it comes to music. And I think they're really developing that more and growing that more.
Yeah, they do have like it's a bit more of a wider variety on Twitch, and that's why when creators like yourself, basically, you know, you have these hidden talents and stuff. It's like I love to see you guys actually take those hidden talents on. That's something that is a true passion of yours. You're like, yeah, I like gaming and I do this, but I really do this. It's like, yo, why don't you just go ahead and make it happen? Like, we have people that are complete artists. Like, they basically just draw all day on Twitch, and people, you know, they're beloved. You know, so why can't you, you know, take a hobby or a craft that you're passionate about and make it into something?
And I try to push people to do that. And I'm like, look, it's not just gaming. Because some people, like, they'll game and get so frustrated because no one's watching it. And I'm just like, you know, there's other things you could do. There's more than that. Like, even just chatting is fun to watch.
You could talk for hours and have followers. Did you know that? Did you guys know that? Did you know that that's one of the highest, if not the biggest category on Twitch?
Yeah.
It's just chatting. So,
and all streaming is personality. Like either you're hella good at a game and you don't talk to your audience, or you're just a really good personality.
All right, so I have a little bit of a curveball to ask.
All right.
You are on a deserted island.
Okay.
You have 3 foods to choose from that you have an unlimited supply of. These are your 3 foods. You can't get no other foods outside of maybe hunting Pumbaa on the island or something. You might, you know, open up a pineapple or something. I don't know, but these are your 3 foods. It's gonna get sent to that island. That's your foods to eat. What are they?
Is water included?
Water's around you.
All right, we're good. Okay, so, dang. Chocolate chip cookies. Cookies is one.
Chocolate chip cookies.
I freaking love. You see this? This is all what cookies does to me. Rice. Cookies, rice, and shoot. I don't know why, but spam. Spam. Cookies, rice, and spam. Girl, spam. I'm Filipino. That's like that runs in our blood.
You know what? You gonna have to cook me something with some spam then, because I need to understand
Spam,
it. I
eggs,
need to
and
know.
rice. Oh
That,
my god,
you know
that's
what?
heaven.
Does it have the same type of like taste and texture of like the corned beef hash in a can? Is
No,
it like
it's
that?
different.
It's
No.
a little okay. It's different.
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna have to hook me up with something, because listen,
I'm gonna have to make it for her.
I've been scared to even. Look, all these years I've never touched a can of spam. Okay, listen, I've been poor in life before, but and I know it's not a poor food. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying normally, you know, they. You know. Anyway, I ain't never touched on spam though.
Oh,
but
man.
I'm willing to try anything once, unless it's chitlins. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, I could just live off that. Just
So
rice and spam.
speaking of like, you know, basically like things changing, and basically, you know, now I'm about to try new things and stuff. What would you like to see change in this industry?
Attitudes. That's the only thing. I gotta think about this. All right, what do I want to see changed? the stuff that I want to see change is already changing. Like women in gaming, that's already coming up. There was actually a stage of an all-women CS tournament going on. Like, where was that 5 years ago, right?
That's lit.
Like that's so amazing to watch. Like all women up there, rather than like an all-male dominated category. So the change that I like is it's coming, it's brewing, and I can slowly see everyone's mindset changing. Like the inclusivities, the accepting of things. I mean, it's happening, y'all. We just gotta, for people that really support it, like Munch, for instance, supports the inclusivity and all that. Like you gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep pushing that agenda because it is slowly changing. Hell, like even in the DJ world, like lady DJs are starting to
Yeah.
we're starting to come up.
Yeah.
And before we were very, very disrespected. Everyone
Yeah.
would think that we're just there for attention, but it's like, no, this is
what I do. I do
we do
this
the
for
same
real.
thing that you do. You gotta. So yeah, that's the changing that I'm seeing. So the change is happening.
It is
The change that I wanted is happening.
It's slowly happening. We still have some big strides to make, but basically us injecting ourselves and being open to talk about things and even criticizing some people, having those candid conversations can change a lot of things in this industry, as we have seen in the past like 3-4 years. It's been insane.
Yeah.
I will ask you this question. We're going to switch it up a bit.
All right.
You can change the entire story of one video game that you have played. What game would it be?
Dang, that's a good question. Who told you to ask this one? Let's see. Which game pissed me off when I finished it?
She said it pissed me off when I finished.
No, I'm trying to think of which game pissed me off when I
like,
finished
which
it.
one? I'm gonna find you.
All right. Resident Evil Village.
Really?
I loved the whole game, but once I got to the ending, I was like, I was pissed.
She was sitting there like, so y'all made me play this for this to be the ending?
Pretty much. That's
Refund
the one game that I
right
can think
now. Let me get a refund. Meow.
I'm not gonna tell y'all the ending of it, but when I got
yeah.
to
We
the
don't want to
end,
do no spoilers and stuff in case you haven't played it.
it was like watching Lost.
Oh, girl, wait, what?
No, like remember the show Lost? Like it was so good.
And then
When
you
you got to like that end, and you're like, meh.
oh man. All right, so we have a little bit more time, so I'm going to ask you one more question.
All right.
One more. Okay, you ready for it? You ready for it? Ready for it?
Yes. What is it? What's the question?
Who do you? No, I'm joking. If there's one piece of advice that you could tell yourself 2 years ago, what would it be?
I gotta think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I think, and I have to tell myself this every day because I'm a perfectionist. Like I'm always very critical about stuff. Like mind you, I walked into this interview and I was like, hey, y'all's lighting is off. Like,
I don't care. Correct me, shoot, because we trying to figure out why the lighting off. Like I understand I'm dark, but it's like darkness. Like
yeah, I think for me it's like just don't worry too much about the little things. Don't stress yourself out about it. Just go with the flow, or look at everything methodically and like figure it out. And then also give yourself time to do things because I am a mad procrastinator. And with content creation, you cannot procrastinate. You can't be like, oh, I gotta go live in 5 minutes and like start getting ready and start flicking everything on, because I swear 9 times out of 10 you probably forgot to unmute your mic, or like your camera's not set up right, or your green screen is like
all
off.
over the place. Yeah.
So yeah, I would tell myself, give myself time to do things, and don't sweat the little things too much. It's okay to not be perfect, because the not
concentration
perfect
ain't perfect.
yeah, it's not perfect, and the not perfect is actually what people want to see. They want to see the mess ups. They want to see your reaction to you, to like.
Y'all want to
to
see
things
Cloud
that
wreck
don't
my
work out.
setup again, don't y'all? Don't y'all? Because I know
Or
y'all
her
itchy
cat.
for it. Yeah, that fool, that dang on gray cat. That gray cat.
I know y'all want want to see Katsu knock the needles off my table again.
See what I'm saying? Content creation has many ups and downs, twists and turns. You never know what the heck is gonna happen, but we're blessed to do it.
Don't sweat it. Just roll
yeah,
with it.
yeah. Just go ahead. Make things happen. Okay. I want to thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you
Can you
much.
please tell the people who you are,
Yes. So,
what you do, where you do it at?
all right. So again, I'm illkat. I stream on Twitch. You can also find me on Hover, on Instagram, and on Twitter. Everything is illkat with 3 L's. ILLLKAT. And if you guys want to catch a DJ set, and if you're here, I'm spinning tomorrow all day here at DreamHack. And then as far as streaming goes, I'll be DJing on Tuesday and Thursday next week.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kat, for
Thank
this
you.
moment.